Here I am, sitting down in my living room watching the new episode of Walking Dead. The gore in the show is cheap and unrealistic, but this is the most relaxed I've been in ages. God, it feels so good to let out your frustrations. My therapist was right. Talk it out, he said. It'll be good for you. Did you know you walk past 7 psychopaths a day? That's an average though, and most of them aren't the stigma of being murderous, crazy, bloodthirsty monsters that TV portray pretty badly. No, they're just like you, but with a little chip on their armour. Let me tell you about me. I don't have a care in the world. I work, make good enough money, have a girlfriend, a car, and hell, I'm looking for a place of my own, which is more than most people can say. I have my flaws though. You see, I just can't help it, but when I talk to a person, my heart beats just a few ticks faster. Why? Well, because my mind loves to entertain me on ways to kill them. A knife to the throat of my dick boss. A steel-toed boot winded up ready to crush a baby's innocent face. You get the point. I love watching it flood through my mind. I even chuckle a little bit right now thinking about it. I haven't always been like this. My life wasn't always a pleasant one, but it was enough for me. You might be wondering to yourself, where does such dark intent come from? Was I molested? Nope. Was I dropped in the head as a child? Nuh-uh. Did I just get lucky? Possibly. Trust is just like the Joker of Batman. I don't know where it came from. It's always been there. Deep corners in my mind, always the everlasting presence. Oh sure, I've experienced all manner of feelings, but that darkness has always been there. One day, I met it. No, not some solid black shape that I could only see in the corner of my eye. Bullcrap. But in my mind, he's me, or should I say, the true me. The one who I can never let out. Not because of fear of being judged, oh god no, but because of the harm he can do if I just let go. So he sits, waiting, looking at my world through my eyes, waiting for me to snap. He grins of excitement and joy. I'm jealous of it. I'm jealous because the happiness that this one single dark being has achieved is something I would never have. No, I could have it if I just crossed the line. He causes pain to me. He gives me horrible headaches when I hold him back. Let me out. He always tells me this every day. His rough, sharp voice commanding me to release him from his mental prison. Sometimes it is tempting. No cares or worries, just let someone else take the wheel once in a while. We all had that feeling, just to let go and go on autopilot. Come back for the important things. Yeah, that'd be the dream. One day I came home from work. It was a rough day. My boss was up my ass about this stupid test parts. Just a rough ride. My dumbass friend was complaining about how selfish I've been for not waiting on him back and call. Asswife. Anyway, I parked my car at my usual spot and locked the doors. Nissan Altima, all black and more reliable than 90% of my friends. I adore this car. I walk across the street and see my prison. Home. With my loving and amazing parents, who do no wrong. Yeah, right. Life lesson number 1, kids. Everyone lies, and to you overconfident few who say you never have, shut up. You and I both know you have. There I am standing in front of this 2-floor aged white house with black shutters. The lawn is dying, usual things for the winter months. I distract myself any way possible so I can avoid them. My darkness is already rattling his cage, wanting to break free, wanting to take over, but I don't let it. You would think for years he would stop trying, but no, he doesn't. He must be me, because he is stubborn. I walk up my 40-foot cracked driveway, all lumpy with little hills and valleys scattered across. It brings me a chuckle, seeing my father out there during those long hot summer days, trying his damnedest just to fix one crack. Personally, I always thought it was a little futile effort. Wasted energy instead of fixing a driveway always made him come and slam doors, like some 2-year-old who didn't have his way. Quite amusing sometimes. I walk up to the old wooden stairs, but here before I was born. The squeaks and creaks showed its age. My heart is beating ever faster now. I can hear them. Bad mood as usual, and waiting for something to lash it out on. Lucky me, I'm here for them. I sigh, trying to calm him down. It's tough. He's screaming. Let me out. They are right there. Let me have my fun. It's like holding back a 3-year-old from a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit. As soon as I take him away from the area, he will calm down. I turn the knob and open the door. Squeaks echo through the house. I look to my left towards the kitchen. No one there making dinner. I sigh in relief. Thank God. Now steps to the second floor is only a mere few steps away. I can do this. Yeah. I shut the door quickly, walking over to the steps. Salvation. As soon as I head up the stairs and to my room, it'll be okay. I have my hand on the handle, weakened by the horseplay I did with friends. Good times remembering back, when the world was much more simpler. Oh, those were the days. It's like watching a movie in my mind. Then I hear it, a sound that shatters my memories and rips me back into reality. A shrill, nasally sound that not only pierced my ears, but my soul. I knew what it was. What are you going to do upstairs, and be a vegetable again? Ignoring us? You haven't spoken to us for a whole week. Aw, is little baby mad at me and throwing his temper tantrum? Grow up. You know you owe me everything. I've raised you. You're hopeless. Always were. Even when you left college, you were always a disappointment. I stand there internalizing the anger for the words of my mother said to me. Yep, typical Sunday, where nothing I do is right, and it's only 4:03 p.m. 6 more hours before falling asleep, and let the sweet release of my dreams take me away from this nightmare. 6:33 p.m. It's been raining pretty steadily. I love the sound of rain. What is about the pitter-patter of raindrops that can calm the nerves of the soul? I sit here, too tired to get out of my work clothes. I slouch in my chair looking at my TV. Uncle, Grandpa, whoever made the show needs to get shot. But it's something to fill my mind, distract me. Hey, supper is ready. My mind races, heart beats faster and my soul aches. It was her, that same voice, that same tone, as if I was a burden to her, but I wasn't. Okay, my only response to that thing. I wonder myself, how did I get here? How did I have such a strong negative reaction towards her? This can't be normal. But what is in this crazy world? I sit there because I can hear it again. The cage. The rattling. Oh God, the piercing rattle. He's getting angsty. The vision's seeing their dead bodies lying there lifeless. Their shocked looks of betrayal and confusion. I can see it. I can totally see it. Blood splattered all over, staining all over my parents' dining room that they praised and kept impeccably clean. 6:40 p.m. Hey, come down now, it's dinner time, she commands. I bit my lip as yet again. I am ripped out of what made me happy, and back to this plane of existence. I get up walking down the stairs towards my plate, picking it up. Feels like 50 pounds right now on account of my exhausting day. I head over to the stove, a pot is sitting on the back burner. I lift up the cover, a barrage of cheese products and canned tomato paste punches my olfactory nerves. Fuck, I know what this is. Red mac and cheese, the least favourite dish in my life. To satisfy Mother Dearest, I decide to take a small spoonful, just enough for me to bear it. I sit on my chair closest to my father. He's a little more horrible than my mother. Silence fills the air. Only thing breaking this tension are spoons scraping against the plate. The chews from 3 agitated people who clearly rather be doing something else right now echoes throughout this tense dinner. I finish first. I always finish first. Silently, I bring my plate to the sink and wash off the excess cheese stuck on my plate, putting the items in my dishwasher. I have a sigh of relief. The rattling of my mental case has been unbearable and unfortunately gave me a headache. I couldn't wait to go upstairs and lay my head on the comfy pillow and lull myself to sleep by the sound of raindrops hitting the window. I walk past her, then suddenly I feel something. Something that makes my anger spike to its maximum. It was her hand. Her cold, unloving hand wrapped around my waist. Sound moved away from my ears, and all I could hear was my heartbeat. The screams of the one deep in my mind. The cage rattling even louder than ever. I couldn't take it. I couldn't even hear her voice over it. I calmed myself down to think things through. It's enough to help me hear her. Her inaudible mumble starts to make coherent sentences. Stay down here. We are a family, and it's time for you to stop acting like you're better. This is a family time. I go back to my seat and sit there looking at the grained wood on the table, tracing its pattern. My parents, oh my loving parents, if you only left me alone, what happened next could have been avoided. 7:15 p.m. 35 minutes I've been sitting here. For 35 minutes I've been listening to my parents' complaints. For 35 minutes my dad laughing at my others' nightly insults about me. I look down in shame and disgust for myself. It hurts. It hurts so much that people who you are forced to test for the rest of your lives insult you, looking at you with such anger and disappointment. I try to focus on other things, but I can't. She just won't shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. My vision darkens. Sound isn't audible anymore. The only thing I hear? The cage door opening. 9:30 p.m. Carl? Rick screams in the snow. I jolt myself awake. I look around. The house feels empty, like something is missing. The door separated the living room and dining room was closed. Confused and slightly scared of what happened, I get up and walk towards the door. I expect some form of yelling by now, but all I hear is screams from the popular zombie program. I open the door and see a horrible sight. My parents slouched over their table. My mother, her throat slit so violently she is almost completely decapitated. My father, his kind face of constant laughter was now contorted to a face of complete shock and confusion. His body was gutted like a pig. I haven't been happy in ages. They were finally gone. Who did this? Who finally released me from them? I did. It was too much, so I took control. I blocked you from seeing the process, but oh man, was it fun. See, don't you feel better, knowing they are gone? Embrace me. I'm the missing link to make you whole. Only together we can truly find happiness. He was right. There has been this hole that couldn't fill, but he would fit perfectly. I walk over to the bathroom to clean the blood off my face, and I get an alert from my phone. It's my girlfriend. 7th time she called this evening. Maybe it's time for her to meet the new and improved me. Looking into the mirror, my eyes flood with darkness, and a white smile appears on my face. Not a fake one, but a real smile. I embrace it. I embraced him. I embraced the darkness. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also leave a comment below. All feedback, good or otherwise, is always appreciated. If you have any creepy stories of your own, or have any topics that you would like me to cover, feel free to send them in via any of my social media. You can find all links to my social media in the description below. Until next time guys, make sure you lock your doors, stay safe, and I'll see you next video.